Dee Brown here, former big leaguer, former first-round pick with the Kansas City Royals here at IMG with an awesome discussion with some of the young African-American players in the country that are here at IMG. We're having a great discussion. Stay tuned. I want to talk, that's right, we're going to talk Ebonics over here, right? You know what I mean? We just talking, right? So what I love to see, what you guys don't really truly understand, I'm getting a little glimpse of this behind the scenes, but 13, 14, 15-year-old kids, they dying to get down here, you know what I'm saying, to an IMG. So when they see you, because I'm talking to parents out there in the ATL and all, they're like, yo, D, you the plug. Like, yo, you got so-and-so down there? You got people over there. Just seeing you guys on the field is like, yo, I didn't even know. So just seeing the eyes and the views and the attention that you guys are having, obviously being high-profile players, the responsibility of that, you guys do well. So how do you, going further, like, what do you see your future, like, going with this? Start with you, Kerry.
I think it's going forward. I think we all obviously want to get to the highest level. But like after that, I feel like last year, I do want to grow the game. I've always wanted to go into like ownership. Like Derek Jeter owning the Marlins is huge. Michael Jordan owning the Hornets in basketball, that's a big deal. Like people like that show you just like, normally see like people who don't look like us who are at the top of teams normally. So maybe me want to go into that after, so I can maybe put like more people in places of power like in the business. It's huge, but obviously like baseball first, but then like after that, definitely just want to get to the highest place and like show that like you can be a top dog in like whatever industry you want to be as a person of color. It doesn't have to just be football, music, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be soccer, art, like whatever you want to do. I just happen to want to stay in baseball, so that's what I just want to do what you do.
I just want to say like what you were saying, like as a person of color, I know we all talking like you got to work 10 times harder than the person next to you, and that's a fact, that's a statement. And like I feel like we all agree, and a lot of other people agree, but just being a person of color, you gotta work harder than the next person next to you. And that's just life, that's just reality, like it is what it is. But I just feel like for me personally, like I just wanna be the best version of myself in anything I do. I think I'll be successful in anything I do, because I mean, all of us, we all got the work ethic to do it. Have my own business, mental health, I mean, just inspiring young people, social media, like just anything I can do to help people will be my main goal in life. Just to, whatever I can do to aid people with anything they need is what I want to do. So that's really it. It's deeper than baseball, really.
I just want to like leave my mark like when I'm done playing. That's why I do my YouTube now, because that stays there. So 10 years from now, I can come back and watch the videos when I'm down here with my boys at IMG.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
That's why I started doing that. But I just
We'll plug it in a minute. Go ahead.
Trey Kills on YouTube.
No way. All y'all social medias up, we're gonna get. Go ahead. Keep going.
But back to what I'm saying, just spreading the positivity down, because you can ask many people here, like always got a smile on my face, always the brightest in the room. Just try to spread the positivity down, because you don't know who's gonna have a bad day. So you just keep the positivity up and stay up and improve somebody else's day.
I think for me, like for the future of baseball is just go to the highest level as possible. Like Kerry said, like try to be a Hall of Famer, All-Star, everything, like Gold Glover, Silver Slugger, just trying to win all the awards you can. But like Darnell was saying, we're minorities, so you gotta work 20 times harder than anybody else. So I just feel like with us working 20 times harder than anybody else in baseball, that means you can do anything in life. And just with my future after baseball, I wanna go to like psychology or sports exercise, anything like physical therapy, anything like that. So I feel like I can do that with my brains and everything.
I mean, listen, man, this is inspiring me to hear, inspiring me personally to hear y'all young dudes out here talking about your future, talking about how you want to inspire, and the mental side of this and everything, and ownership. I think that's pretty dope. I want to talk a little, let's keep it 100. So you guys are about to embark in a very, college, professional lives, and what advice have you received about the next level, college or professional, that you feel like you need to watch out for that you can help the young kids out here that's, that listening to you, that, you've been given or that you can give, so you don't fall on, you see certain athletes fall down the wrong path, all right? You guys are gonna be high level, visible. Everybody's gonna want pieces of you guys. How do you stay humble? And what kind of advice can you give to those young dudes out here?
The first thing I'd say is that one thing that I learned at like a pretty young age, like 12, 13, was that there's always somebody better than you and there's always somebody trying to take your spot. So knowing that you're never gonna be the best and you're never gonna be the worst, but there's somebody where if you're not working that day, they could be working harder to take your spot. The next time y'all try out somewhere, next time y'all play a game together, then there's someone who might be above you, who you're trying to get to where they're at, so you can leapfrog them, get ahead of them. So I think like always trying to work harder, and never be satisfied with like what you have. I think is huge. And I think another thing would probably be like, just like probably like the money thing, just like straight up like managing money, being smart about it. If you go to college, like take it serious. If you get drafted, go to pro ball, make sure you have someone who can take it serious for you. But those are definitely the two things, like keep working hard and like know how to like invest your money and stuff so that you can have a lot of money like when you're done from playing baseball, and then also so like you can just keep working hard at like what you do, because you should never stop working. You should never be content with where you at, because there's always another step that you can get to in life.
Right. Let me go ahead. Let me get my boy over here.
Dee,
come on, man. Yeah, Dee Hicks. Come on, man.
Greatest piece of advice I probably like receive is just like own my stuff and like who I am, because you can't like really focus on, you can't worry about controlling all the stuff outside of who you are and what you can do. But and that's something I learned coming here just from the coaches. We got great coaches out there. They love, respect us. But yeah, they just always tell us to own our stuff and control what you can control, especially within the game, because it's the hardest game on earth. So, yeah, that's definitely just.
I think that's probably one of the biggest ones for me personally. Like me and my pops talking about that all the time, because baseball is a big game of failure. You can't be worried about stuff that you don't even need to be worrying about. But I feel like just a thing in general in life, when you face adversity, is how you come back from adversity, and you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I feel like it's probably one of the biggest things. You got to be able to adjust quick, and you just got to be able to take adversity on the chin and move on. You have to be able to accept failure and take constructive criticism and really learn how to deal with it. So that's probably the biggest thing I say, and then just being grateful, honestly. If you are connected spiritually, if you believe in God, if you connect with Him, then everything else is going to take care of itself. So I think one thing I say every day, I never feel like I have a bad day, because you always learning something. It's never a bad day. If you think you have a bad day, somebody's having it worse. I feel like the thing I look forward to, if I feel like I'm quote unquote not having the best day, I just thank God I woke up today, because not a lot of people woke up today. And that's one thing I stick with a lot. But there's never a bad day. You always learning something. Like, you're never failing, you're always learning. I feel like that's just a thing in life, but especially in baseball, like, you always learning something, you never failing. So it's probably the thing I would say. It's my piece.
Keels, let me ask you this, baby. From the IMG experience you've had so far, name me 2 or 3, like, I know you kind of hinting at this, but your overall experience so far at IMG, what would be your takes?
Like my experience here?
Yeah. We'll talk.
It's different, really. Being down here, being around a whole bunch of athletes, people who have the same goals in mind, it gets you a good group of friends like I have here that want to push you and get to the top level like you do. And it's just different because you're like around a whole bunch of people like you. So, and there's more diverse here too. So you have a whole bunch of people that come from a whole different backgrounds, and we all come down here to play sports. So I really like it here, and you get the work you need to get done. So you get extra reps if you need to. Stay back after practice, stay back after school, whichever one you want. But it's definitely the right move.
Dee Brown here again, former big leaguer, former first-round pick with the Kansas City Royals. Listen, we just had a great discussion, talk about different topics, learning about these young African-American players that are going to be shaking up the baseball world in the next few years. You had to love this show.